Everybody, welcome to our 2025 Bowman Giraffe Jumbo break. Took a little bit of time to sell this one out, but it makes sense. 26 Bowman came out. It's going to slow things up as usual. Alright, so we do have number 37 up as well. It's already down to 11 spots left, and that is linked in chat. Just about to read through who has what. So for today's break, we have Francisco with the Orioles, Norman C with the Red Sox and Padres, John L with the Yankees and Mariners, Michael M with the Rays, Astros, A's, and Cubs, Robert S with the Jays, Rangers, and Brewers, Keith B with the White Sox, Ken S with the Guardians, Jesse E with the Tigers, Andrew K with the Royals, Brandon H with the Twins, David W with the Angels, Brian H with the Braves, Matthew R with the Marlins, Joseph M with the Mets, David D with the Phils, Theodore closed us out getting the Nationals, Bruce B with the Reds, Rockies, and Dodgers, Lawrence G with the Pirates, Colin W with the Cardinals, Justin T with the D-backs, and Lucas P with the Giants. And also, I got 4 more of these for after the 39 break. So we have up to 43 now. I got it for about the price where it's just good enough for me to go ahead and break. And I imagine there's probably not too many folks breaking it still. So it's good to have a place. Bowman Draft's always a good product. It's one of my favorites to break. The people who buy directly from me make it possible. If it was all through eBay, it probably wouldn't work so good. So it saves me, it saves you as well, it saves both of us when we do direct purchases. Cut out the fees and taxes. And the fees can get very high with these expensive boxes. Alright, we have Kyle Lodisi, first for the White Sox, Mike Sirota, Dodgers, Dean Curley, first for the Guardians, Kevin McGonigal, Tigers, Michael Lombardi, first for the Royals, Travis Bazzana, Guardians, Ryan Sloan, Mariners, Colin Yeaman, first for the Orioles, Carlos Lagrange, Yankees, Billy Carlson, first for the White Sox, Tim Piacentine, first for the Jays, Ike Irish, first for the Orioles, Matthew Mura, first for the Cardinals, Ethan Conrad, first for the Cubs, Ty Harvey, first for the Padres, Tyler Bredmer, first for the Angels, Michael Salina, first for the Padres, Luke Dickerson, Nationals, Nolan Sailors, first for the Royals, Brody Brecht, Rockies, Josh Owens, first for the Rangers, and Kalen Culpepper for the Twins. We have Just a Chrome coming up. I'll start off with Kane Kepley, first for the Cubs for Michael, Braden Montgomery, White Sox, Ethan Hedges, first for the Rockies for Bruce, Thomas White, Marlins, Corbin Dickerson, first for the Mariners, for John, Jake Cook, first for the Jays for Robert, Luis Pena for the Brewers, Bowman Draft Night, Ike Irish of the Orioles for Francisco, Refractor first, Justin Lampkin of the Royals for Andrew, and Refractor of Edgardo Quintero for the Dodgers. It'll be for Bruce. Alright, we have Malachi Witherspoon, first for the Tigers, Jared Thomas, Rockies, J.R. Ritchie, Braves, Sean Gamble, first for the Royals, Joshua Lugo, Angels, Gavin Fien, first for the Rangers, Matt Barr, first for the Twins, Cade Anderson, first for the Mariners, Sean Youngerman, first for the Phillies, Cade Obermueller, first for the Phillies, Tate Suthasine, first for the Braves, Corbin Dickerson, first for the Mariners, Jake Cook, first for the Jays, Luis Pena, Brewers, Cody Miller, first for the Braves, Adonis Guzman, first for the Pirates, Jamie Arnold, first for the A's, Christian Fouch, first for the Red Sox, and Liam Doyle, first for the Cardinals. We have a blue paper first Bowman for the Rockies, Ethan Hedges, 53 of 150. think he's a third rounder. That'll be for Bruce. Behind that, we have an Aqua Wave first for the Twins. James Ellinger, 85 of 125 for Brandon, who was a third rounder. Hedges was, yep, third round, 77th overall. Alright, Chrome first, Justin Lampkin for the Royals for Andrew. Yandel Ricardo, Royals. Nate Snead, first for the Angels for David. Ryan Sloan, Mariners. Easton Carmichael, first for the Pirates for Lawrence. Walker Jenkins, Twins. Ethan Frey, first for the Astros for Michael. Sky Blue Chrome will be of Thomas White, top prospect for the Marlins. That'll be for Matthew. Refractor, Jacob Reimer for the Mets. Hey Brandon, we already got you a hit. Jacob Reimer for the Mets for Joseph. And refractor first, second round, Ryan Mitchell of the Cardinals. That'll be for Colin. Grant Richardson, first for the A's. Ethan Petrie, first for the Nats. Nate George, Orioles. Joseph Zera, first for the Orioles. Tayson Lewis, Reds. Nick Becker, first for the Mariners. Hagen Smith, White Sox. Tanner Franklin, first for the Cardinals. Blake Mitchell, Royals. Griffin Hughes, first for the Mariners. Bryce Cunningham, Yankees. Gavin Turley, first for the A's. Xavier Nyans, first for the Astros. Matthew Fisher, first for the Phillies. JoJo Parker, first for the Jays. Aiden West, first for the Dodgers. Antonio Jimenez, first for the Mets. Joshua Gonzalez, Giants. Miguel Samay Jr., first for the Nats. Sebastian Walcott, Rangers. Mason Peters, first for the Mariners. And a purple auto for the Cubs. First Bowman will be Kane Kepley, 175 of 250. Second round pick. And that one will be for Michael. 56 overall, fairly high second round pick. 5'8", short guy. Alright, Chrome first, Matt Barr for the Twins for Brandon. Cade Anderson, first rounder for the Mariners for John. Cade Obermueller, first for the Phils for David. Charlie Condon, Rockies. Tommy Troy, D-backs. First round Patrick Forbes for the D-backs for Justin. Gavin Turley, first for the A's for Michael. On draft night, it is Seth Hernandez, who's now the third overall prospect, I think, on MLB.com. Pirates for Lawrence. Refractor first, Caden Kent, Yankees for John. And Josiah Hartshorn, first for the Cubs for Michael. Kent, you were a third rounder for John. I believe Hernandez is currently the top pitching prospect. Pirates gonna have a heck of a rotation. We have Luke LaCourse, first for the Angels. Kane Kepley, first for the Cubs. Braden Montgomery, White Sox. Ethan Hedges, first for the Rockies. Thomas White, Marlins. Jack Gurevich, first for the Cardinals. Sean Youngerman, first for the Phillies. Cade Obermueller, first for the Phillies. Charlie Condon, Rockies. Mason Neville, first for the Reds. Gilfran Castillo, Rangers. Caden Kent, first for the Yankees. Max Clark, Detroit Tigers. Mason Morris, first for the Reds. Eduardo Tate, Twins. Marcus Phillips, first for the Red Sox. Matthew Muriel, first for the Cardinals. Connor Griffin, Pirates. Riley Kelly, first for the Rockies. J.J. Weatherholt, St. Louis. Cade Crossland, first for the Cardinals. Luke Dickerson, Nationals. And our Chrome. We have Tommy White for the A's. First for the Mariners, Nick Becker for John. Hagen Smith, White Sox. Blake Mitchell, Royals. Tyler Bredmer, second overall pick. Angels for David. Michael Selena, first for the Padres for Norman. Johnny Slowinski, first for the Angels for David. Axis insert will be Quentin Young. Second rounder for the Twins for Brandon. Refractor first, Sean Youngerman of the Phillies for Dave. And refractor first, Aaron Walton of the Guardians, who's a second round pick. And that'll be for Ken. Alright, Travis Bazana, Guardians. Aaron Watson, first for the Reds. Franklin Arias, Red Sox. Caden Bodine, first for the Orioles. Cameron Nelson, first for the Rockies. Kyson Witherspoon, first for the Red Sox. Tim Passanantine, first for the Jays. Ike Irish, first for the Orioles. Cameron Maldonado, first for the Giants. Dax Kilby, first for the Yankees. Ryan Waldschmidt, D-backs. Dominic Fritton, first for the Rays. Travis Sikora, Nationals. Briggs McKenzie, first for the Braves. Josh Grauer, A's. Steele Hall, first for the Reds. C.J. Gray, first for the Angels. Ryan Mitchell, first for the Cardinals. Caleb Bonemer, White Sox. Murph Gray, first for the Pirates. And a green reptilian, first for the Jays. Jake Cook, 7 of 99. He was a third rounder, and that'll be for Robert S. And behind that, X-Fractor, also for the Jays. Again, Jake Cook. Well then. Jake Cook party. Go. Alright, Chrome first, Quinton Young for the Twins for Brandon. Upside down, Sean Youngerman, first for the Phillies for David. Jackson Wiggins, Cubs. Chase Shores, first for the Angels for David. Travis Sikora of the Nationals. Briggs McKenzie, first for the Braves. That will go to Brian. Josh Grauer for the A's. And an axis of Billy Carlson for the White Sox, which goes to Keith. Refractor first, Mason Neville for the Reds. For Bruce, and refractor Eduardo Tate for the Twins for Brandon. Da, 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 da. Connor Essenberg, first for the Braves. Seth Hernandez, first for the Pirates. Pico Cone, first for the Yankees. Jordan Yost, first for the Tigers. Caleb Wing, first for the Cubs. Josh Hammond, first for the Royals. Eli Willits, first for the Nats. Caleb Blaze, first for the Tigers. Gage Wood, first for the Phillies. Gabe Davis, first for the White Sox. Charles Davillan, first for the Dodgers. Tommy White, A's. A.J. Russell, first for the Rangers. James Tibbs, Dodgers. Mitch Voigt, first for the Mets. Tommy Troy, D-backs. Patrick Forbes, first for the D-backs. Eduardo Quintero, Dodgers. Trevor Cohen, first for the Giants. Carson Benj, Mets. Brian Curley, first for the D-backs. And Spencer Jones for the Yankees. And Chrome. There's our Eli Willits. We have Cam Caminetti, Atlanta Braves. First round, Michael Oliveto for the Tigers for Jesse. Josh Lugo, Angels. Gavin Fien, first rounder for the Rangers for Robert. A.J. Russell, first for the Rangers for Robert. James Tibbs, Dodgers. Mitch Voigt, first rounder for the Mets for Joseph. Prize prospects, Travis Bazana for the Guardians, who's now leading off for the Guardians. So he's doing well. That'll be for Ken. Refractor, Yolfran Castillo for the Rangers for Robert. And refractor first round, Casey Cunningham for the D-backs, 18th overall pick. That'll be for Justin. Oop. Alright, second half. 2, 3, 4, 6. Yep. We have George Lombard Jr., Yankees. Nolan Schubert, first for the Guardians. Cash Mayfield, Padres. Gustavo Melendez, first for the Pirates. Malcolm Moore, Rangers. Johnny Level, Giants. Tatum Gray, first for the Rays. Jacob Reimer, Mets. Landon Harmon, first for the Nets. Jesus Medee, Brewers. Justin Lampkin, first for the Royals. Ethan Conrad, first for the Cubs. Ty Harvey, first for the Padres. Tyler Brenmer, first for the Angels. Michael Salina, first for the Padres. Johnny Slowinski, first for the Angels. Nolan Sailors, first for the Royals. Brody Brecht, Rockies. Josh Owens, first for the Rangers. Kalen Culpepper for the Twins. Cooper Fleming, first for the Rays. And an auto for the Nets. It looks like Eli. It is Eli Willits. Number 1 overall pick for Theodore. Took so long to sell the Nets too. It was a good purchase. There you go, Theodore, number 1 pick. It's the second one we pulled in all of our breaks. It's the first break Christian doesn't have them on reserve too. We have a Chrome First Griffin Hughes for the Mariners for John. Bryce Cunningham, Yankees. Landon Hodge, first for the White Sox for Keith. Reynel Rodriguez, Cardinals. Cooper Pratt, Brewers. Jacob Morrison, first for the Brewers for Robert. Dante Nori for the Phillies. And prize prospects, Ike Irish for the Orioles for Francisco. We refractor first Cade Overmuller for the Phillies for David. And refractor Max Clark, Detroit Tigers for Jesse. One moment. We have Max Bellew, first for the Rockies. Cheng Senko, Dodgers. Dominic Reed, first for the Cubs. Rock Riggio, Rockies. Cody Bowker, first for the Phillies. Leo DeVries, A's. Landon Hodge, first for the White Sox. Reynel Rodriguez, Cardinals. Joshua Flores, first for the Brewers. Johnny Farmello, Mariners. Mason McConaughey, first for the Rangers. Devin Taylor, first for the A's. Enrique Bradfield Jr., Orioles. Easton Carmichael, first for the Pirates. Walker Jenkins, Twins. Ethan Frey, first for the Stros. Yohani Morales, Nationals. JT Quinn, first for the Orioles. Walker Janik, Astros. JD Thompson, first for the Brewers. Alfredo Duno for the Reds. And a sky blue paper first for the Nats. It is Ethan Petrie, $2.99 of $4.99. That's a second rounder for the Nats for Theodore. Getting lots of Nats things. All of a sudden. Chrome first, Mason Neville for the Reds for Bruce. Yelfran Castillo, Rangers. Caden Kent, first for the Yankees for John. Johnny Level for the Giants. First round, Xavier Nyans of the Astros for Michael. Caleb Wing, first for the Cubbies for Michael. JoJo Parker, first rounder for the Jays for Robert. Axis will be of Leo DeVries of the A's for Michael. Refractor Johnny Level for the Giants for Lucas, and refractor first round Steele Hall for the Reds. Nice one there for Bruce. Alright, Jake Monroe, first for the Angels. Theo Gillen, Rays. Dean Livingston, first for the D-backs. Theron Lorenzo, Tigers. Dean Moss, first for the Rays. Jose Briseño, Tigers. Arhu Nimala, Jays. Quentin Young, first for the Twins. Jackson Wiggins, Cubs. Chase Shores, first for the Angels. Cam Caminetti, Braves. Michael Oliveto, first for the Tigers. Aaron Escobar, Phillies. James Elvinger, first for the Twins. Feldon Celestin, Mariners. Gavin Keelan, first for the Giants. Sean Episcope first for the Brewers. JB Milton first for the Rockies. Does it look good? It looks pretty good on the front. On the back, there's like a little tiny, there's a little tiny something right here. It's a little bit blurry, but there's like a little crease there. That's the thing I noticed. Front's pretty good. We have Shotaro Mori, A's, Riley Quick, first for the Twins, Slade Caldwell, D-backs, Brady Abel, first for the Brewers. And our Chrome, we have first Tatum Gray for the Rays for Michael, Jacob Reimer for the Mets, Landon Harmon first for the Nats for Theodore, Jesus Medee, Brewers, Aiden West first for the Dodgers, Devin Taylor first for the A's for Michael, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Orioles, prize prospects, Mitch Voigt of the New York Mets. And that'll be for Joseph. Refractor first Tatum Gray for the Rays, second rounder for Michael, and refractor first CJ Gray for the Angels for David. About third rounder, not second. There's another Ray that's a second rounder. Okay. Alright, Kyle Lodisi, first for the White Sox. Mike Sirota, Dodgers. Dean Curley, first for the Guardians. Kevin McGonigal, Tigers. Michael Lombardi, first for the Royals. Yandel Ricardo, Royals. Nate Snead, first for the Angels. Ryan Sloan, Mariners. Colin Yeaman, first for the Orioles. Carlos Lagrange, Yankees. Billy Carlson, first for the White Sox. Cooper Pratt, Brewers. Jacob Morrison, first for the Brewers. Dante Nori, Phillies. Ben Jacobs, first for the Tigers. Sammy Stefora, Pirates. Jefferson Rojas, Cubs. Zach Root, first for the Dodgers. JD Dix, D-backs. Kason Cunningham, first for the D-backs. Josiah Hartshorn, first for the Cubs. And an Aqua Wave Rocky. It'll be Rock Riggio, 54 of 125. And that goes to Bruce. We got a green and two aquas. Pretty low numbers. Get these straightened up. Chrome first, Joshua Flores for the Brewers for Robert. Johnny Farmello, Mariners. Mason McConaughey, first for the Rangers for Robert. Arunamila for the Jays. Ben Jacobs, first for the Tigers for Jesse. Sammy Stefora, Pirates. Dominic Fritton, first for the Rays for Michael. Prize prospects, Luis Pena of Milwaukee for Robert. Refractor, Charlie Condon, Rockies for Bruce. And refractor first, Mason Morris for the Reds for Bruce as well. Alright, 2 packs to go, 1 auto to find. Let's get it done. How many 26 Bowmans of Hobby and Jumbo are remaining? I only have 10 of each. So, whatever number we're on goes to number 10. And I haven't seen prices that are gonna make sense for me yet. Because I haven't really raised their prices on anything. Luke LaCourse, first for the Angels. Kane Kepley, first for the Cubs. Braden Montgomery, White Sox. Ethan Hedges, first for the Rockies. Thomas White, Marlins. Shirley Condon, Rockies. Mason Neville, first for the Reds. Yelfrin Castillo, Rangers. Caden Kent, first for the Yankees. Johnny Level, Giants. Tatum Gray, first for the Rays. Aiden Miller, Phillies. Landon Vidoric, first for the Dodgers. Dakota Jordan, Giants. Ryan Weidman, first for the Padres. Esmeralda Valdez, Pirates. Peter Crusoe, first for the Mets. Max Williams, first for the Marlins. Andrew Salas, Marlins. Anthony Ayenson, first for the Red Sox. Elian Pena for the Mets. And here's our auto. It's a first for the Marlins. Max Williams, 3rd round pick. Kind of ugly looking auto. And that one will be for Matthew R. Oh, crazy auto. Kind of looks like the auto of a serial killer or something. Oh, thank you, Christian. I appreciate it. I wish I could pull you some some more stuff. Colin Yeaman, first for the Orioles. Yeah. He had to sign all the numbered parallels first. By the time we got to the base autos, he was toast. Carlos Lagrange, Yankees. Billy Carlson, first rounder for the White Sox for Keith. Tim Piacentine, first for the Jays for Robert. Aaron Escobar, Phillies. James Ellinger, first for the Twins for Brandon. Feldman Celestin, Mariners. Axis will be Xavier Nyans of Houston for Michael. Refractor first, Landon Harmon for the Nationals for Theodore. And Caleb Bowman of the White Sox for Keith. There's Billy. Yeah, they go through a lot of autos. I remember that story from a couple of years back where it was like a scandal because that he was like an insignificant like player. I don't think he ever made the majors, but he was talking to, I think his dad was there, and he's was saying how his dad signed some of his Bowman Chrome autos because there's just so many. It was like, oh, uh-oh. Because I guess there was nobody authenticating that he was signing the autos. They just sent him to his house. Jack Gurevich, first for the Cardinals. George Lombard Jr., Yankees. Nolan Schubert, first for the Guardians. Cash Mayfield, Padres. Gustavo Melendez, first for the Pirates. Malcolm Moore, Rangers. Jacob Reimer, Mets. Landon Harmon, first for the Nats. Jesus Medee, Brewers. Justin Lampkin, first for the Royals. An auto pen. Yandel Ricardo, Royals. Nate Snead, first for the Angels. Aaron Walton, first for the Guardians. Max Clark, Tigers. Mason Morris, first for the Reds. Eduardo Tate, Twins. Marcus Phillips, first for the Red Sox. Cameron Miller, first for the Royals. Connor Griffin, Pirates. Riley Kelly, first for the Rockies. J.J. Weatherholt, Cardinals. Cade Crossland, first for the Cardinals. And there's Chrome first round. Ike Irish for the Orioles for Francisco. Cameron Maldonado, first for the Giants for Lucas. Dax Kilby, first rounder for the Yankees. Hey, Kevin. First rounder for the Yankees for John. Ryan Waldschmidt, Diamondbacks. Kevin Keelan, another first rounder for the Giants for Lucas. Sean Episcope, first for the Brewers for Robert. Another first rounder. We're doing good on this one. Tate Sutasine for the Braves for Brian. In action is Franklin Arias of the Boston Red Sox. And that'll be for Norman. Refractors. We have a Jesus Muddy for the Brewers for Robert. And a Murph Gray, second rounder for the Pirates for Lawrence. Got 4 stands available here and 4 first rounders here, so that'll work out. Bada boom. Alrighty. Let's go over what we have here. Alright, so for our autos today, we have a purple of 250 auto, second rounder Kane Kepley for the Chicago Cubs, a base auto of number 1 overall pick Eli Willits for the Nationals, and a base auto of third rounder Max Williams for the Marlins. We have a green reptilian of 99, third rounder Jake Cook for the Jays, an aqua of 125 aqua wave, I should say, of third round James Ellinger for the Twins, a aqua of Rock Riggio for the Colorado Rockies, a paper blue of 150 Ethan Hedges, third rounder for the Rockies, paper sky blue of 499, second round Ethan Petrie for the Nationals, sky blue chrome of Thomas White of the Marlins, and X-Fractor of Jake Cook again for the Toronto Blue Jays. For our refractors, we have second rounder Ryan Mitchell for the Cardinals, third round Caden Kent for the Yankees. Is that Aaron Watson? Yeah, second round Aaron Watson for the Guardians, fourth round Mason Neville for the Reds, first round Kason Cunningham for the D-backs, first round Steele Hall for the Reds, third round Tayton Gray for the Rays, second round Murph Gray for the Pirates. And then our Chrome first rounders, Kate Anderson for the Mariners, Tyler Brenner for the Angels, Mitch Voigt for the Mets, Kevin Fiano of the Rangers, Michael Oliveto of the Tigers, JoJo Parker of the Jays, Xavier Nines of the Astros, Billy Carlson of the White Sox, Tate Soothacine of the Braves, Gavin Keelan of the Giants, Ike Ivers of the Orioles, and Dax Kilby of the Yankees. So that's going to be that for number 36, 25 Bowman Draft Jumbo. And 37 is up for sale. It's got 11 spots left. It is linked in chat. So thanks for joining, everybody. I'll get your results ASAP in the next few hours. And then later tonight, I have a 26 Bowman Jumbo break to run. So talk to y'all very soon. Have a good rest of your holiday weekend, everybody.